Hi, this is Sensei Roger from Champions MMA, and I'm going to show you the no-gi technique of the month. Today we're going to go over the seatbelt position and how to get their back, and also a defensive position from the seatbelt as well. Okay guys, so basically today I'm going to go over the seatbelt position. It's a great way to get somebody's back and get a choke in. Okay, so basically my opponent's on his hands and knees, and I'm going to get my seatbelt in right around his back. Just a few things really quick. To get to this position, some people are like, well, how do you even get there? You never know what might happen. Like, we might stand up, and we might be engaged in a fight situation. You might shoot for my leg, and I might sprawl. And when I sprawl, I might be like here, and I could just switch to the seatbelt position. Okay, so that's just a couple of ways. Another way might be, he might be on his back, and he's getting really tired of being in side mount, so he tries to roll over and escape. And I might have my seatbelt like so. Alright, so just a couple of ways that you might get somebody's back for them to get to their hands and knees or knees and elbows. When you get the seatbelt initially on somebody, you're going to trap your arms around their neck and one under the arm. But watch the details on this. Once I go underneath, under his neck and under his arm, the hand that's underneath the arm is going to go on top of the wrist. Okay, there's a reason for that. Most of the time, whenever you put your, you clamp your hands together, whatever hand is on top, that's generally what the person on bottom is going to try to pry away to get out. So as he starts trying to pull my hand off the top in this position, it comes off and it makes it easy for the choke. Now, if I had the other hand on top, which is the choking hand, and he pulled that off, I've got nothing to choke, and I have to switch, and that's just a lot of movement. We don't want to have to waste that. So we always have the one that's underneath on top, and that's a good seatbelt. Just like having a seatbelt strap on a car. You're holding on to them tight. So basically I want to put my chest in the center of his back, and I get my seatbelt. This hand, remember, is on top, like so. I clasp my hands together, like so. Now, when I'm in a seatbelt, I want you to look at my feet over here. Come over here and look at my feet. Because when I initially get the seatbelt, I don't want to be on my knees. I want to be up on my toes. I want to be on my toes because I need to be ready to spring into action. And the seatbelt you can use for an attack or it can be a defense. And I'll show you that in just a moment. I want to spring into action. Now, once I've got the seatbelt and I can feel how he's going to go, whether he's going to roll me that way or not, I can change it. Maybe I can bring my knee in the middle or something like that. But initially, when you get the seatbelt, try to be up on your toes. Okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. The first move I'm going to show you is I'm up on my toes, and I don't want to waste any time. I don't want to wait here at all. I know what I want to do. I want to take his back right away. So I'm going to take my shin, this shin, and I'm going to lay it right across the top of his knee under the thigh. And when I do that, I'm just going to push with my shin and pull him back over me. Bring my knee up and kick it out and get my first hook in. It's important to get the hook that's on the downside first because it's the hardest hook to get in. Then I bring over my top hook. Make sure you dig in your hooks a little bit and squeeze your knees for control and compliance. Then right away, just come right up into the neck, shoot your hand inside, and get the choke. Now one thing on the rear naked choke, if I just try to grab like this and go on top, it's very easy for him to reach up and pull my hand right off and start working an escape. But if I slide my hands together and put this over on my shoulder like this, it's much more difficult for him to try to reach up on his head and grab my arm. Okay? And it's much tighter this way as well. So watch. I slide my hands across and I come over and behind. Put my head down and I just squeeze with my chest, make him tap. Okay, so let's do that technique one more time. There's one detail I want to make sure that you get when you get this. When I spring into action and my shin hits his thigh, I come over. To get this hook in can be sometimes hard. Okay, so the thing you want to do is bring your knee up and just kick your leg straight out, get your hook in. Sorry about that. And bring the other hook in like that. And then we just go into our submission. All right? So that's the initial attack from the seatbelt. Basically, I get to the seatbelt position. I want to attack, so I just throw my shin on his thigh, pull him back over, and get the hooks in right away. Now, the second move is more of a defensive move. So basically, I'm going to get my seatbelt. I'm up on my toes because I'm ready to spring into action. All right. Now, a lot of times what will happen is your opponent is going to he's going to try to roll that way really hard. Like he might lock my elbow down and go ahead and forward roll. And the reason why he'd want to roll like this is so that he could get me over and get on top and like just turn over and get like side control. Oh, this is not good for me, all right? So because it's not good for me, we have to have an answer for that move, all right? And that answer will be this. Anytime I'm up on my toes, like I said, I want to throw my knee in and attack and get his back right away. But I want to feel his movement. So as soon as I hit this, I want to feel his movement. If I feel him going in that direction at all, if he starts going that way, I'm just going to throw my legs, my knees, right over his hips like that. See, I just throw him on his hips. Watch again. I'm over here, I feel something in that direction, just throw him over on the hips. Okay? So now, if he starts trying to roll me that way, I throw him on the hips, and I ride right over, put my hooks in, and I go for my submission. So watch that again. So I got my seatbelt, I'm up on my toes, I feel him going in that direction. Go ahead. Get my hooks in, right away from my choke. Okay. And that's it. That's the seatbelt 101. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's the no-gi technique of the month for August. I'll see you guys next month for the gi and no-gi. Later.